All right, hopefully everyone can hear me pretty well here. Kind of doing a impromptu live, but this is actually a fulfillment of a challenge that I need to do. So this seemed like the topic at hand was the right thing. This was the right time and the right thing to talk about. So welcome to my dojo. Kind of. It's my bedroom, actually. But welcome to my dojo. This is Kung Fu Pizza Party. I'm your host, Brandon Knight. If you are new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button if you haven't yet already. I'm trying to get in closer on the microphone. I think it'll be okay. It might be a little quiet. We'll find out when I listen to it later. But this is Kung Fu Pizza Party, a weekly podcast here on the Anazao Ministries podcast network, where I deliver high flying action in 30 minutes or less and serve up some wisdom, one slice at a time, primarily through reviewing Kung Fu, ninja, and samurai films, or by just diving into the world of martial art media. And there has been points throughout the past year of the show where I have not delivered high flying action in 30 minutes or less. The episodes have gone over the 30-minute mark. And when that happens, I have to take on a challenge that is to repay my debt and restore my honor. And one of the chosen challenges by listeners was that I do a live stream hangout. And like I said, I've been kind of sitting around trying to come up with an appropriate thing to do a live stream about, and then something came up, and so I was finally like, okay, this is it's time for the announcement. So YouTube, you're finding out first before it even hits the show's airwaves. Um, Good news. It's good news. It's not the show is continuing. It's not bad news at all. It's mostly personal news, but it's going to be directly affecting the show in a positive way as well. This has got to be the strangest angle somebody has watched a live stream from. Oh well. Enjoy it. Enjoy it. I I need a studio. I need an actual studio, don't I? So something was supposed to happen last year that due to circumstances beyond my control did not happen, but it's happening this year, folks, because the ticket has been bought. This November I'm going to NinjaCon. In case you don't know, uh, I am a ninja coach with Ninja Zone. I work at one of my local YMCA's. It's an affiliate gym of theirs. Ninja Zone is a organization. I call it a martial art activity where they blend the worlds of tricking, parkour, gymnastics, and warrior together. If you're thinking along the lines of like American Ninja Warrior, you're pretty close. Ninja Zone focuses a little bit more on um, parkour and tricking and gymnastics than American Ninja Warrior, that focuses a little bit more on like all the crazy climbing obstacles. We don't do those as much as we do like the tricking and parkour elements. So I've been working for them it's been just shy of 2 years now. I started about 2 years back in October, or in October 2 years ago. And they have an annual conference. This is a conference that takes place once a year in November down in a suburb of Indianapolis, because obviously when you think ninja, you think middle Indiana. It's, the most obvious place for where ninja related things should be happening. Probably not, but the they have an annual conference. It's a multi-day event, and my ticket has been purchased. I'm going to the 2025 Ninja Con. It's a 3-day conference, kicks off on a Friday. Saturday is like this all day breakout, spotting, working on new tricks, learning. There's like a whole breakout on like the philosophy of parkour, and I'm like, oh yeah, I'm a nerd. Sign me up for that one. I'm gonna be such a nerd. And then Sunday is this like they have ninja games. Is what they call them. Again, kind of think like American Ninja Warrior, but less climbing. And that is what the kids compete at. And so we're not taking any students this year. We it's This conference is primarily focused on training up the coaches. So we're gonna I think it's mostly the home gym, Ninja Zone HQ as we call it. Their students are competing at a Ninja Games that Sunday, so we're gonna hang around, watch it. We've hosted a couple at our own YMCA, so it'll just be good for me to kind of, because I'm one of the people who puts it on and runs it. It'll be good for me just to kind of see it. I'm really excited. Like I said, I wanted to go last year because of circumstances beyond my control. It was not. No one was able to go last year, but me and a couple of my co-workers, our tickets were purchased. We're getting our hotel situation has been figured out. The driving situation has been figured out. I just gotta go. Just gonna go now. And there is another part to all of this. So obviously, post that weekend, I will be doing an episode for Kung Fu Pizza Party, talking about my experience down there. One of the breakouts is to work on a really complicated trick kick, which is also one of my challenges. So hopefully, I'll be able to pick up that kick over the weekend, and I'll be able to show you all my new fancy trick kick. But the so there will be an episode though of me kind of talking about NinjaCon, what I thought about it. But there is another part to this whole thing, and that is the Friday night kickoff. If registration is still open, I will be competing in the coaches ninja games. There is a grown-up ninja games for the coaches to compete against one another on Friday nights as part of the big kickoff to the conference weekend. And if registration is still open when we get down there, I am going to compete. And actually, on Saturday, in between all these breakouts, there's like these smaller competitions. Some of them are like goofy, silly ones, but there is a tricking battle, which in my mind, I'm just envisioning a capoeira match. Is what I'm kind of picturing. And quite honestly, how I'm kind of training a little bit as well. I've never gotten to take capoeira. There's no places near me that does capoeira. So, you can only get so far reading books and watching videos, but I kind of got to a point where I'm like, I gotta figure some of this out for myself. I just love the art so much. Anyway, tricking is kind of like, of the four areas that Ninja Zone focuses on, tricking is my strong area along with the parkour side. So I'm nervous. I'm very nervous, particularly about ninja games. If it works out, again, the like Saturday smaller competitions, I think they're like a little bit more impromptu, but Ninja Games, we have to get there in time for me to register. So hopefully that happens. And yes, I've already talked to one of my co-coaches to record my run. So that way there's video evidence of me doing it and we can put it all out there for everyone to laugh at me. Yeah, that's the thing I'm actually like nervous about is, I talked about here on the show before that I do have this like, I lost a lot of my competitiveness when I was in college and the circumstances kind of surrounding that. Basically, this all kind of comes down to like my just like fear of failure and looking bad in front of people and bringing like a sense of shame to myself and to the people I'm representing. Like I'm kind of representing my job doing all this. So I don't it's not like I have to win. I just don't wanna, like, look bad, me and my dad bod, I don't wanna look bad in front of all these, like, actually really good coaches. I've seen some of the highlight videos that they've posted, like, there's going to be some really talented people out there, and so I'm just hoping for a good run. I kind of keep just putting myself into my Jeet Kune Do mind frame. If I'm being honest, I'm training in capo, I'm doing some like basic capoeira, and I'm like trying to keep some Jeet Kune Do philosophy in my mind, some Bruce Lee philosophy in my mind of like just go out there and put on an authentic run, be myself, be Brandon, and be okay with that. I shouldn't have to like prompt myself for that last part, but be Brandon, be yourself, be content with what comes out because that is me. Like I want this more than winning. I just want to go out there and put on an authentic performance, basically. Like, I'm not it'd be great to win because there's actually a cash prize if you do win. But it like my main the positive that I'm trying to focus on here, the like mental place I'm trying to put myself before doing this, if I'm able to get there in time to register, is to go to compete, to put on a performance, to put on an authentic, this is who Brandon is as a ninja coach. And yeah, I'm basically Cash Wheeler from FTR. I'm all fists, no flips. Like, but thankfully the division I can compete in, because it's broken up into 5 different levels. The level I will be competing in, or hopefully gonna compete in, is less flips and more parkour and tricking. So just going to play to my strengths, and who knows, maybe by next year I'll have more flips in my arsenal. I'm working on one. There's like 1 or 2 that I might be able to pull out to score some big points. But so yeah, like I said, that is the big announcement. I'm going to NinjaCon, and fingers crossed I will be competing at this year's 2025 Grown Up Ninja Games, my first parkour competition. And we'll see if it goes well. Maybe this will be the start of something new for me. Parkour competitions. Who knows? That's a big part of being like a martial artist, is actually putting what you learn to the test against other people. So it is time for me to see how I stack against my contemporaries. So yeah, you all get to know first before people even listen to the podcast. It's not even going to be in tomorrow's episode because I just realized I had time. So it's going to be another week before it gets announced on the podcast. But yeah, so thank you for watching this live stream. Again, subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet already, especially if you want to see some NinjaCon videos. I'll get some video and pictures. Even if I don't compete, I'll try to get some like photography, so that way, stuff for social media. And follow the show wherever you get your podcasts, on Instagram, Kung Fu Pizza Party, and on Letterbox, Kung Fu Pizza PRTY. Thanks for watching. I actually got to go get ready for work now. Thank you all. And I always forget how to end this, so here we go, the awkward part. Probably the big button that says end live stream. Yep, that'll do it.